Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Ronya, and today we are just gonna hop right on into it. Y'all, I think I found a dupe to the HexClad whole cookware system. Now, if you're not familiar with HexClad, basically Gordon Ramsay, real famous chef, he highly recommends this brand, and it's really quite expensive depending on what's expensive to you. So instead of me going out and buying a HexClad that's like $200 per pan, I found this equivalent on Amazon, and I'm going to test it out right now. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Y'all, look at this box. Isn't it cute? Playing homage to Sir Mix-a-Lot. Okay, let's get into it. So we got a lid, a spatula, a sponge, and the pan. Now that's all that came inside of the box. This handle does have to be attached, so you will need a screwdriver. It's something that I could have done personally, but I did have my husband put it together for me. And you guys, after filming this video, we realized we put it together wrong. This is actually how it's supposed to be. Of course, this was done after we filmed this video, but look, the handle is supposed to go facing inward, and I'm about to show you why right now. Look. When you put it on correctly, the lid stands up. That prevents any moisture from dripping on the counter, and I thought that was just super duper cute. Okay, so let's get into the specifics, right? HexClad says that they use a tri-ply or clad style pan. They have 3 layers. The first layer is a magnetic stainless steel. The middle layer is of aluminum, which acts as the heating element and evenly heats throughout the pan. And the third layer is going to be a layer of steel using laser etching pieces, creating that hexagon or, honeycomb shape. So this is going to be a good comparison because the company on Amazon says they do the exact same thing. Since there were no instructions, I did have to use the HexClad instructions where it says use warm soapy water to, clean it first and then season it. I also want to let you know it does say that it is PFTA and PFOA free for this company, and for HexClad it only said PFOA free. So there's that. I put some olive oil on and I seasoned the pan using these reusable bamboo paper towels, and then I put it on high heat for, level 4 if you have this type of stove, and I let that sit for about 5 minutes, and then I begin to cook. Now, since this is a wok style pan, I wanted to cook something Asian inspired, so I added some butter, some onions, some chopped up pre-cooked chicken that I had made, and also some day-old rice. Now, this is the rice that I am using, and I did clean my rice. I like to put some water in it, stir it up until the water is dang near clear, but this was the day before, so that's going to be day-old rice. So there you see my onions and my chicken inside of the pan. It's not sticking whatsoever. Here's my day-old rice that I'm about to dump in. And you guys, I was pleasantly surprised at how much rice this pan fit, because honestly, it was a lot of rice that I made. And so now I'm adding in some sauce and just gonna stir that up. I can tell you, while I was stirring it up, I did notice just a little bit of stickiness, but not much, as you're gonna see. But then here is the residue from that rice. Now, when I put some butter in there, I probably messed up because this is me adding in the eggs. And as you can see, the eggs are not really, it's not giving what it's supposed to have gave, okay? So word of advice to myself and for the viewers out there, you may want to go ahead and clean it if you do see that little bit of crust, and then add whatever food into the pan afterwards. But what I did is I noticed that I had it on level 5 medium heat, so I wanted to go ahead and wash that. I'm using just the yellow side of the sponge with some warm soapy water, and you guys, that little residue came right on off. It wasn't baked on or caked on, or I didn't even have to scrub, honestly. It was so easy to remove. Like you can see right now, it's already coming out, and I barely scrubbed it, to be brutally honest with you guys. Also, I do want to mention that the HexClad brand and this Amazon brand are both dishwasher safe and can be used in the oven up to 500 degrees, and on the cooktop stoves. They can be used on gas stoves, electric stoves, halogen stoves, glass stoves, and ceramic stoves. So now what I did after I cleaned the pan and re-seasoned it, I'm adding in some shrimp, and then I'm going to add in some frozen broccoli. Now, again, this is Asian inspired, but I'm not a professional. This is just me cooking at home for me and my hubby. But I put that lid on so it can kind of saute it. And y'all, it actually looked really, really good, and it tasted really, really good. Here's like a quick little clip of the food that I made. And hubby really liked it. He was impressed. He said the rice was on point. All right, it's the next day, early in the morning, about to make breakfast. I want to give this pan another go. I really like this pan. At the bottom, I did a lot of cooking yesterday. It's not scorched or anything. And inside, it's not scorched. I did re-season it, so if you see that oil in there, that's just from me re-seasoning it yesterday. But now I'm about to make breakfast and see how well it does with like eggs, pancakes, and turkey bacon. I will be making the eggs first. I typically make my eggs last, but just for the sake of this video, I'm making them first, and I will be using a metal spatula that I had that was not included in the box. So this is the first egg, this is the second egg, and you guys, I was upset that the egg yolk broke because I typically eat my eggs over easy. Now, this is me using the metal spatula, and honestly, I really didn't care for using the metal spatula. I preferred the spatula that came with the pan. Now you can use a metal spatula. It is safe to use a metal spatula on these pans, but for some reason it just didn't work. As you can see, I went ahead and quickly changed to the spatula that came with it. Now, as you can see, I did not have any eggs sticking to the pan this time, so I was proud. And if you don't care for eggs over easy, this is me showing you me scrambling eggs on this pan. Look at how much better this is from yesterday. So I did have to have like a little learning curve. If you do have some crust in the pan, don't go in there with some eggs. Just go ahead, clean it, make sure there's no crust on the pan, and then cook. And look at that, you guys, the eggs did not stick. I didn't have any crust. Then next I went in with some turkey bacon. I'm just gonna do 3 slices. I probably could have been a little bit more, but trying to watch my figure. So here is the turkey bacon. It cooked to perfection, and now I'm going to clean it because I don't want the pancakes to taste like turkey bacon. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that real quick, warm soapy water. Then I'm going to re-season it, add some butter, and start with the pancakes. Now, I don't know about you, but I like my pancakes kind of thick, so I'm just pouring it out of the pan and then pushing them back with a spoon just to kind of make the shape a more, circular shape. And you guys, look at that. Like, I grabbed it with the spatula, flipped that bad boy over, perfect butter golden. Yes, we do like a golden buttery pancake. And that little piece right there in the corner, look, I just scraped it with the little spatula, y'all. Like, no stick. Like, y'all, I was thoroughly impressed. Here's my final thoughts. Pros and the cons of this brand. Now, even though I've never owned the HexClad brand, I do think the technology and what they stand for is great. And if you want to, go ahead and splurge, spend the extra money on the name brand, I think you definitely can go for that, do you. However, if you're like someone like me that likes to be very budget friendly and you look at, possible dupe options, I think this is a great option. Here's the pros. The pros, it's very easy to clean. It gets hot very fast, so the heat distributes all throughout evenly, very quickly. The cons, I would say there is a learning curve as far as getting the heat temperature setting just right, especially if you have a stove like the one we have, or if you have even a gas stove. There is a learning curve. I never raise the temperature above medium, which would be like number 5. However, I think the perfect temperature for this is between like 3 and 4, at least for the stove that we have. Also, I would say the other con with this is it doesn't come with instructions. So I actually use the instructions from the HexClad brand, especially, you know, to season it. But overall, I do think that this is a great product, a great possible dupe compared to the HexClad brand when you know, side by side them. And you can cook breakfast and dinner, which is a win. You can saute, you can, you know, make stews, you can do whatever you want with this, and they have other options. And I can also say that the HexClad brand does not come with the lid. You have to purchase the lid separately, and this brand, you get the lid included. So if this video was helpful to you, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. I'm about to go ahead and eat breakfast because I'm hungry. And also, if you want to see more reviews or just more, you know, videos like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace.